Hello, scrappers. How are you today? It kind of feels like morning yet around here. I've been, before and after church this morning, online church, I've actually been down here getting some stuff done. So I kind of feel like it's still morning. But thanks for joining me today. I have been waiting for this day for a long time where we could do our toilet paper roll mini album together. I don't know how many of you are actually going to do it right as I'm doing it, but I just want to have you here, and then you can watch the recording back again as many times as you want when you go to make yours. So I just wanted to tell you that when I gathered my supplies, there's one toilet paper roll that I don't know where it ended up. So I went upstairs and grabbed a paper towel roll. It works. And then what I did was I squeezed down the tube, which is what we're going to do. You just squeeze it down, and then I used a bone folder to crease the folds. And then I just lined it up. The toilet paper roll and the paper towel roll are the exact same distance around. So you can just squish them both down and then use the scissors to trim off the right amount. So that's what I did to get my fourth toilet paper roll. All right, so I'm going to flip you and let's see the magic happen. And I'm not seeing, hi Jamie. Oh, I am seeing somebody. Yay. If you're not here live, welcome to the recording. I know that if you're doing it live with me, this might take a little bit. And what I just want to say is this is what you're going to do first. You're going to cover each and every one of your toilet paper rolls. But again, you want to squeeze and then you want to crease. All right. So you've got them all pretty much nice and flat. Yay. On time. Yay. And then for the covering part, I actually like to use liquid glue, and I'm not a huge liquid glue fan, so this is it's, to me, it's messy, but it seems to stick really well when you cover something like this. And you can shift it around while it's still wet, which is also a nice feature. All right. Okay, so I just attach one end so that it's flush against the side. Mine, I ended up cutting 4x6 on the Designer Series paper. I think they're all standard size, but I didn't want to cut 4x6 pieces of DSP because I didn't know for sure. And I didn't want someone to have cut their favorite paper and then be short. So if it's a little bit longer on one side, you can trim it off. I'm just going to leave it. And I left it on this one too. So do that for all 4 of your toilet paper rolls. And I'm sorry, if nobody's doing it with me live, too bad you're going to have to watch me do this 4 times or 3 times. Okay, so same thing. I just make sure it's flush against one of the open edges. And then wrap that around. This Designer Series paper, oh my gosh, I'm so bad with names of things lately. But it's in our current 2019 to 2020 annual catalog. I am not even 100% sure it's still available because it is retiring or gone when it's gone. But I do like it. It's got navy and daffodil, and then it's got like this linen-y background, which I really like. So here's the last one. And I'm going to work a little bit under the assumption that no one's doing it with me. So I'm not going to go super slow and wait. I have Stamp Club this afternoon, so I'm going to do this with you and then move on to the next thing, because that's kind of how things have been seeming to go these days. So I've covered all 4 of my toilet paper rolls. Now, the next thing I want to do is punch my holes. And I did put a little bit of muscle on the sheet of supplies. And that's because it does take a little muscle to get through all of this with your 1/4-inch circle punch. If you want to, you can kind of mark where you want your circles using a ruler. I'm sorry, I'm just not that particular, but I am going to go in maybe about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, somewhere in there. Okay, see, I did have to use muscle. If you have a crocodile, which I do have, but I refused to bring that out for this project because I just figured I could do it, and I did. But if you have a crocodile, that'll slip right through probably all 4 at once, because now for this, what you have to do is line them up and go again. So you'll get it in there, and that way when you go to put your jump rings in, everything will be lined up. And the 1-inch jump rings, I think, can be gotten at any box store or office supply store. So if you don't have that stuff yet, you should be able to get that pretty much anywhere. So now we're going to go take 1 out. You don't want to go through 3. Oh, and it looks like I should probably empty those. And what I'm doing is making sure the holes are lined up, and I've got the pieces, you know, when I covered the toilet paper rolls that hung over a little bit, that's the side I'm punching on, so that side is, I don't know if they're really more protected, but they'll be in the jump rings. Okay, and finally, this one. And this one has a big print, this Designer Series paper. I don't know, if I did that again, I'm not sure I would want that huge print. But, because a lot of it will be covered. But I really liked the paper, and I had a lot of it. So I decided that's what I was going to use. So this is probably, besides cutting all the little pieces to go in here, this is probably the putziest part. All right, so we've got our 4 toilet paper rolls all ready to go. Get rid of those circles. And then it doesn't really matter what order you put them in. I'm just going to put them in an order. And the seam, you'll cover some of those. I'll just put those seams all towards the bottom, just for a finishing sake, except maybe the bottom one. Maybe we want to flip that over so it's finished. Now my holes are going to be off. Keep that in mind when you punch your holes. If you want to turn the bottom one seam side up, punch it that way too. Okay, so here I've got my little album. And then I told you to cut 4 pieces of colored cardstock, and I don't have sizes in front of me. I'm so sorry. And then I'm going to attach, so I've got Night of Navy as my 4 pieces, and then I'm just going to attach my Daffodil Delight, and you can do it in any way, shape, or form you want. This one I'll put to the side. And this is where you'll add your photos or write your message or your journaling. So that one goes to the right side. I'll put this one right down the middle. There's a little bit of room for embellishments depending on the size of your photo. And then this white one, we'll just stick that one in the middle too. And that can just be a photo mat. If you want to skip those and just put a photo straight on there with no mat, that's your prerogative too. So I'm going to stick the plain one in. Of course, you could decorate that. And then this one will go in here. And this one will go in here. And they will stick out a little. It's designed that way so that you can grab them out. And finally, this one here, you can put pictures on both sides. You can put decorations or whatever it is you want. So that you've got that so far. And then these extra pieces, I'm just going to add, let's see, before I go and screw something up. I'm going to add this one. Yeah. This is the white piece that is 2 by 3. I don't know. I'm sorry. I should have memorized those. You can do whatever you want, basically. And then while I have this out here, I'm going to take my flax ribbon. I'm going to wrap that around the front. Trim it down. I'm trying to watch comments. I don't really see any yet, so that's okay. Then I'll just tie that. That'll be a cute little decoration for the front. Trim that down a little. All right, cute, right? Add a little picture or maybe just a title on this one. And then flip that over and then just take one of the larger white pieces that I had you cut. And that's just gonna go right up to the holes and over the ribbon. You know, if you can do whatever you want, ladies. You just get creative. And then for this one, I'm just gonna stick this over here, and I'm gonna show you the finished one with the embellishments. I don't have photos in it. I'm really good at making the albums. I am not as good at adding the photos. Okay, and then just a little pop of color with the daffodil. You can see the daffodil and the flowers and the wildflowers here. We'll add that one here. We'll add the white one here. And like I said, a lot of the pretty pressed flowers get covered on this. And then we'll add this one, this navy one here. And then just, you know, you can leave that one, add a little photo, or just leave it look pretty. And then if you want to add, you can add ribbon somewhere else, or what's kind of fun is you can tie ribbon around your jump rings also. So this is our Daffodil Delight in our January to June. It's kind of a crinkly ribbon that's cute. So if I do that on both, it'll be fun. You can pretty much wrap ribbon anywhere and make it look cute. You could actually add a few different ribbons here to the jump rings and make it really ribbony. Isn't that fun though? 4 toilet paper rolls. I had to borrow a jump ring from this one because all my other ones were too big for this project. But here you notice we used to have some larger eyelets, and hi Lisa, some larger eyelets that we put in with our crocodile. So that's what these are here. I have those on the 2 covers. And then I did round some corners, added little butterflies. Here, this piece I stamped, and of course then you can add your photo, add a little butterfly to the corner. Embellish however you want. And then just made a little border out of punched out flowers. Here's a spot for 2 different pictures. That'd be cute, right? If they were teeny. Here's another, this is a butterfly theme, obviously. Here I wrapped ribbon around the 2 pages before I added the other pieces. So you can do that. Nothing real fancy, but isn't it cute? And someone will just go, is this made out of toilet paper rolls? That is so creative. Won't they? I think they will. Anyway, this is mine. It's actually really cute, isn't it? I might have to add photos to that. Now, don't forget, if you do that, if you add photos to yours, please post them under this video. Or previous videos, whichever ones you finish, so that we can see what you did. We would love to see. Well, Lisa, lucky for you, we all use toilet paper every day. So you'll have more. I promise. And if you don't, call me. I can find you some. All right. Since this is a rainy day, I'm not going to wish you a wonderful sunny day outside, but I will wish you a great week and a blessed week and a blessed day with family and at work and all that. And we're getting closer to being back to normal, although I think it's going to be a long time. Lynn, I love it. Okay, well, thanks for coming, you guys. And remember, there is no Scrap Together Saturday or Sunday. Scrap Together Sunday next week. I'm going to take the Memorial Sunday off because I think if we get together with family in our small groups of 10 and under, it would probably be that day. And I will be there Saturday morning for Stamp Together Saturday. So you can come and see me then. All right, take care.